Suppose two people, same age, same weight and same diet. One loses fat quickly and other barely see a change. But why? Because fat loss isn't just eat less or move more. It's a complex process between metabolism, hormone, genetics, and even how much you unconsciously move during a day. So today we want to talk about why fat loss is so much harder for some people. So let's get started. What is metabolism? Metabolism means all the chemical reaction in your body that keeps you alive. It has two sides, catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism, breaking things down to release energy like burning fat or carbohydrates. Anabolism, building things like muscle growth, fat storage or healing. In the previous video, we discussed about the 4 stages of energy burning: basal metabolic rate, thermic effect of food, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, exercise activity thermogenesis. Why fat loss is so hard? Adaptive thermogenesis, metabolic adaptation. When you cut calories, your body fights back. The hypothalamus, the control system in our brain, senses energy shortage. It slows down your metabolism by lowering the thyroid hormone, which normally keep the metabolism high, making the mitochondria, the tiny power cells inside our cells, more efficient, producing more energy and fewer calories burned. Reducing the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, you feel tired and move less. The effect is called adaptive thermogenesis. Hormonal resistance to fat loss. Hormones are chemical messengers that control hunger, energy, and fat storage. Insulin, the storage hormone. After eating carbohydrate, insulin rises to store glucose. Chronically high insulin, like insulin resistance, make it harder to release fat from the adipose tissue, which is the scientific name for our body fat. Thyroid hormones, T3 and T4, they act like the thermostat of your metabolism. When they drop, fat burning slows dramatically. Leptin, the satiety hormone made by fat cells, it tells your brain that you have enough energy. But when you lose fat, leptin drops, and your body thinks you are starving, so it makes you hungry and slow your metabolic rate. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone made in your stomach, ghrelin rises when you diet, increasing the appetite. Cortisol, the stress hormone. It is useful in short bursts, but when it stays high, it promotes the fat storage, especially the visceral fat, which surrounds our organs, and this is very dangerous for our body. Muscle mass. Muscle isn't just for strength, it's also a metabolic engine. A kilogram of muscle burns around 13 calories a day at rest. On the other hand, a kilogram of fat burns only 4 calories a day. If you diet without strength training, you lose muscle along with fat. Less muscle means slower metabolism, making it easier to regain fat later. That's why resistance training is so important during weight loss. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis suppression. This is one of the sneakiest tricks your body plays. When you diet, your brain unconsciously lowers the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Then you sit more, walk less, and avoid the little movements. Then you will gain the fat again. Genetics and epigenetics. In terms of genetics, some people inherit what we call thrifty genes. Their bodies are super efficient and strong at fat storage and conserving energy. Others are naturally higher burners. Epigenetics, changes in how your genes are expressed, also matters. For example, people who grew up malnourished or obese may have permanent metabolic change that affect fat loss for life. How to overcome it? And how do you fight back against all these defenses? Resistance training, lift weights or do bodyweight strength work. It preserves muscles and prevents your metabolism from flowing too much. High protein intake, around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Protein keeps you full, raises the thermic effect of food and protects muscle. Moderate calorie deficit, don't starve yourself. A 300 to 500 calories daily deficit is sustainable and avoids severe adaptation. Boost non-exercise activity thermogenesis, walk more, stand more. Aims for 10,000 steps per day. Manage sleep and stress. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Poor sleep raises the ghrelin and lowers the leptin level, increasing the hunger. And chronic stress raises the cortisol, leading to the body fat. So why some people not lose fat, even they are trying? Because the body is wired to survive, not to get lean. Metabolism adapts, hormone defend the fat storage, non-exercise activity drops, and genetic play their part. But understanding these systems give you advantage with resistance training, high protein diet, daily movement, good sleep, and patience. You can fix your metabolism. So fat loss is not easy, but it is possible when you work with science instead of against it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.